Struggling with pull-ups? You're not alone. I used to stuck at a few reps for months. Today, I'm going to share with you what exactly helps me to break through 15 plus pull-ups and weighted pull-ups easily. Grab a coffee and there'll be tons of knowledge to take note of this video.
I'm the alpha, the omega, everything in between. Ride with the mob, check you and me, and we get job.
What's going on, guys? This is Xavier. Hope you guys are doing well. Some of us may heard of pull-ups are the king of back exercise. So what we understand from this sentence is, when we are doing pull-ups, majority of our strength should come from our back, which involve our scapular and our lat strength. If after a pull-up set, you feel majority of the tightness and soreness comes from your arms instead of your back, you could be doing something incorrectly and inefficiently that prevents you from pulling more reps. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at this back demonstration first. I bet many of you cannot realize this mistake because it just looks like a normal pull-ups. First of all, if you want to do a pull-ups, you need to depress your scapula first, which is moving your scapula downwards so that it engages your lats muscles together with your arms and then perform the pull-ups. However, in this video, you can see that my scapula did not move downwards and I straight away pull myself up using my arms. Just by using the arms alone, it only involves the small muscles. I can do a few reps, there's no issue, but if you want me to do like over 10 reps, then there could be a problem. Or some of you, if you want to do over 5 to 6 reps, there could be a problem, because if let's say your arms are not too strong then and you did not involve your back, right, then this is the issue. Okay, now take a look at this correct demonstration first. You can see that my scapula purposely depressed first, which is the first step. When I depress, I engage my lats, and then together with my arms, my whole body can move together as one unit. There's no energy leakage. Look how fast I can pull comparing to the previous demonstration. I can pull a lot faster and a lot more reps. You can also observe that even though I pull myself all the way up and all the way down, right, my scapula still maintain depressed because I want to keep the strength ready for the next pull. So you can see that I shouldn't have any problem if I want to pull over 10 or more reps, because this correct technique will help you to pull a lot more efficient compared to if you didn't depress your scapula. So this is very important and you should keep yourself in mind for this technique. Apart from the pull-ups technique, I also want to cover the next most important part, which is what should be the distance of gripping on the bar when you're doing the pull-ups. Because I've seen so many people that has been gripping too narrowly when they do these pull-ups. Too narrowly means to say it's only shoulder width apart instead of slightly more than shoulder width apart. When your hands are set exactly shoulder width apart, right, your elbows are forced to track close to your rib cage. This narrows the pulling corridor and can cause your elbows to flare awkwardly forward, especially at the top. Before going to the exercises that are helpful to increase your pull-up reps directly, first, let's address the exercises that doesn't help. First up, pull-up assisted machines. If you have checked into a gym, I'm sure you have been seeing someone practicing using this machine, and over the next few months, you were noticing that they are still struggling with their pull-up strength and seems no improvement. It's not an illusion, it's just because that this machine doesn't directly help with your pull-up, although it seems like one. If you have used it before, you'll know what I mean. It's hard to gauge whether you have improved or not. The key reason is when you're using this machine, there's a high chance that you'll be using momentum when you're tired. If your max is about 10 reps, at 7 reps, you are subconsciously curling up your body, helping you to reach to the top. This is called the ineffective reps. This bad habit accumulates weeks after weeks, and you'll realize that you didn't gain much strength at all when you translate to the real pull-up. Second exercise, a not so common but pretty common mistakes nowadays, which is the wrong placement of resistance band in the pull-up bar. You'll spot the person attaching resistance band to both sides of the bar, acting as something like a trampoline to assist them to bounce the bar to do pull-ups. A person who excels in pull-up never teaches this way or recommend this method, just that I've seen some PT using this method to teach their client. If you analyze it, the assistance distribution is not equal during the pull-up movement. At the bottom, you may feel it helps quite a lot, but nearing to the top, you realize it doesn't help at all depending on how high you set the band to be. Resistance band pull-ups. This is different from what we have covered earlier. These resistance band pull-ups will assist you throughout the whole movement during the reps. First, attach the band on the bar. Use both hands to pull it down. One leg step onto the band and followed by another leg. You doesn't want accident to happen. The question is which band you should use. You should select a band that is challenging for you to hit 9 reps. When you are doing your working sets, do it within range of 7 to 10 reps. Once 2 sets is able to hit 10 reps easily, change to the next lighter one and repeat the process. You doesn't need to do negative pull-ups, just do this resistance band pull-ups exercise to gain strength and muscles. Do this for 4 sets and you should see a drastic change in strength after 1 month. Next on the list that is helpful is the Let's Pull Down machine. Warning, do not use this as your main workout to get more reps in pull-ups. Your main one should be still the resistance band pull-ups. This is only used when supplementary work, when you did other type of pull workouts and you are so tired that you could only make use of this. With the same principle, select a weight that is challenging for you at 9 reps. Do it for 3 sets with 2 of them able to hit 10 reps and go down to the next one. Keep training and record down the weight you use every session. Skills that is useful to adapt. Grease the Groove, also called the GTG method. There is a quote to share. If you want to get better at pull-ups, do them more often but not to fatigue. How Grease the Groove, so called the GTG method works is that with a little or no warm-up, add a low effort pull-ups during your day. Do about 1 to 3 reps at a time. For example, if your max pull-ups is 6, you might want to do 1 to 3 pull-ups multiple times during the day, always stopping well before failure. The goal isn't muscle fatigue, but neurological efficiency, teaching your nervous system to fire muscles more efficiently in that movement. This will trigger neuromuscular adaptation. If you love GTG attempts, perhaps install a pull-up bar at your home, and every time you walk past it, or you remember, do a few pull-ups without getting tired. Doing this, you will feel more prepared and greater strength during your training days. For every method suggested, you must give it a try for it to work. Put it into action. You can't imagine your way up there. Here is the most important of all progress, the tracking. There's a saying, if you're not tracking your progress, you're not serious about your goals. Track your total reps, intensity for today compared to your last week's training. Have you improved or regressed? Based on this result, ask yourself, what might have gone wrong and right? Have you slept more than 7 hours every day? If you do, it can contribute to today's success, and if you don't, that's probably why you didn't hit PR for today's training. When we train hard, majority of our gains does not only comes from our nutrition, it also comes from how we recover and sleep. You can track it as simple as using a Google Sheet. Plot out the whole month's training and record your reps, sets and intensity. Jot down your feelings as well after doing each of them for every set. After a month, go back to it and see if you have made a huge leap in your progress to ensure you are still on the right track. The goal can be as simple as increasing 1 rep every week. Don't underestimate this 1 rep. Over a month, a 6 pull-ups can become 10 pull-ups. This is the power of tracking and consistency. Okay, I hope the above methods and mistakes help you to get an insight for your training of how to do more reps in pull-ups. If you can't remember it, remember the key takeaway here. Do more resistance band training to increase your rep count. Track your training in Google Sheet and increase every week's rep by at least 1 than the last week. That's all for this video. If you have any other questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I will answer them. Stay focused and keep evolving.